Hello everybody and warm welcome to my channel Tarot by Izabela. I am very happy to see you here today and I hope you all doing great. Today's video will be a prediction video for the month of October 2025. And today we have Sansa here on a visit. She wants to join us. And to do this video, this prediction for October 2025, I'm going to use my crystal ball. I have it here. My tarot cards, oracle cards, and some dice. But before we begin this prediction, I must thank you all, you wonderful viewers, for all of your support to this channel. I'm tremendously grateful for all of your comments, your sharing, caring, everything that you do is so very helpful. And it gives a lot of strength and inspiration to continue. So a big thank to all of you. I also want to say a few words about the last video, the Higher Five video, the collaboration with Richard, Gary, Jenny, Irènèè, and me. We called ourselves the Higher Five. And the Higher Five was not a name like we are higher than anyone, but we try to connect to the higher self to get some information to all of you. This was our first show together. We're planning to do more shows together. And as a first show, well, some things was not really going as we wanted to. And there are a lot of improvements to be made for the next show. And well, we all are so excited to do this video together, and we all, babbling on, and we were so happy to be able to join together. And we are a group of very like-minded people, and we have all of us different qualities that we contribute to this little group of the Higher Five. That's what makes us unique. We are all unique in our own ways. But all of them, Richard, is Gary, and Jenny, and Irènèè, and me, we really are good-hearted people. And we wish the best for everyone. And there were some quite evil comments about some of the participants. And I have been working with people for many years. And I met thousands and thousands of people from all, you can say, paths in life, from low to high, if you can call it that way. And I do make analysis of a person before I join a group or something. And I have not seen anything evil. The contrary, they are all wonderful people and really good-hearted. So I am very happy that I'm able to have this kind of collaboration with such a group of wonderful people. So I'm really looking forward to the next one. And the next video we will try to make it a little bit calmer, we can call it that way, because we are all so hyped, we are all, so happy to be together and doing a video. But we will slow it down a little bit more for the next video. Yeah, that was about the Higher Five. Now, let's start the reading. This prediction for October 2025. First, I need to concentrate for a few moments on my crystal ball, and after that, we start everything. Let's see if Sansa lets me. For October 2025. Oh. Okay. So, Now, glasses on, and let's see if we can find something. I have the crystal ball here. And the first thing I saw there will be a lot of news regarding this AI Atlas in October. And I see headlines in almost all newspapers and some very big revelations from mainstream media regarding the so-called 3i Atlas. And I see that people will be quite confused. They will not really know who or what to believe in. I see the country of Iraq is going to be much in the news in October. There could be some new big findings beneath the sand. Could be oil, or there could be something else that is very precious. And in an area, in desert area in Iraq, see some archaeologists dig down, and they will find be a lost city or something that is very well preserved beneath the sand with a lot of artifacts. And in October there will also be a lot of drone alarms in Europe. They have already begun. Airports, Copenhagen big airport was closed a couple of days ago because of so-called drones. But I see almost every big airport in Europe will have problems in the month of October. And they will say they are drones, but it could be other things that they don't want to tell to the public. In October there will also be more sightings of spheres, metallic spheres, like the one in Colombia, Buga. And I see that they will pop up in many places almost at the same time. And those spheres are not man-made. There will be some kind of, could even be an assassination attempt on J.D. Vance in October, so he has to have extra guards, so it's extra security. There are some crazy people that want to take him down and leave the USA without a vice president. I see someone will try to shoot him, but he will not be hit. It's like the bullet passes by him, but it's very, very close. A discovery of a new maritime creature. I don't know if it's a fish or whatever it is. It looks like a mixture of fish or snake or I don't know. And this have not been seen before. So a new kind of species will be discovered, and it will be talked about everywhere because it's very, very strange. Some big shocking revelations regarding EU will also shake the news or shake the ground. This revelation will be the beginning of the end of EU, and the same goes for NATO. Regarding the assassination of Charlie Kirk, there are some anomalies, but new findings or new interesting information will come up in October regarding his assassination. How, why, when, and who. And there are some very strange players involved in this assassination. It's not that simple. There is many layers to that assassination, and things are not really always how they look like. And as I see big thunderstorms, very intense, very dangerous thunderstorm coming in over the northern parts of our planet, like North America, Europe, and so on, even Russia, those areas. And they are very intense, and they are definitely not normal. A big pedophile ring, and that is linked to some church activities will be taken down, and a lot of people on high position in certain religious communities will be exposed as molesters of little ones. At the end of October, I see some kind of activation of the pineal gland in humanity. A lot of people will have very intense experiences. Could be like lucid dreaming, almost like hallucinations. Could be talked about some kind of virus, or some strange explanation will be given in the mainstream media. But I see it like scales falling off the pineal gland, and it's gonna shine brighter, meaning people in a way will begin to wake up to the reality around them. This can be very scary for many. It will be like you wake up from a dream, could be a nightmare or another kind of dream, and you realize that it was not a dream, it was for real. Okay. She wants me to rub her there. It's clean. And I see London here, the city of London, and I see the 911 centrum when people call in when it's some kind of emergency. And I don't know when, but this time frame in October when they will receive more than 12,000 emergency calls. It could be in a minute, yeah, or is it or an hour? I'm not sure, but in a very, very short period of time, minute or in an hour. And this has never happened before, and it will be talked about. And these emergencies is not something that have happened that is very scary or deadly. No, it will be some kind of strange happening. And people want to report it. Oh, sorry, cat hair everywhere. Ah. Oh. Something will happen in Italy in October. A big political crisis. A lot of arrests. I will make the update videos for Africa part 1, part 2 this month in October, since I didn't have so much time in September to do them. And there is something very big going on in Africa. Symbolically, I see here like big drums. Africa is beginning to drum. And the countries in Africa certainly will make themselves heard this time. Burkina Faso, with a new young president, will impress so many other African countries, and many countries will follow his lead. and clean up in the governments and bring in politicians that really works for the people and are not puppets from some Western countries doing their biddings. No. There will be new leaderships in many countries. I see two big ships in the open ocean, and it's almost like they collide. They will scratch each other, but I don't think they will sink, but some damage will be. And it's quite strange because it's miles and miles of open ocean, and they still will almost collide. And the people in Poland will rise. They will not want to send their youth to die in the country youth. Enough is enough. There will be a lot of manifestations, and the new president will really have to think before he acts. Because if he doesn't take care of that problem with the country youth, and there will be a big revolution in Poland. Something will hit the moon in the month of October, and or it will create a big crater, or a part of the moon will be gone. Yeah. Something very strange. And regarding predictions, well, it's an approximate month of October. Things may occur a little bit later, but there is a big chance it may occur in October. Right, Samson? Strange storms all over the world. It's like there is a huge storm there, and a couple of miles on the left or the right, there is no wind, nothing at all. It's like concentrated storm areas. Very strange. I see a big, like, tsunami wave, but that wave is hitting the South Pole, some area in the South Pole, could be Antarctica, and it's not going to sweep over a place where there lives a lot of people, but still it will be very spectacular. And the mainstream media will be forced more and more to talk about the hidden dangers in all kinds of strange additives that food companies put in the food. To try to, not try to, but they will be forced to tell the truth to the people, and then the people can decide if they want to continue to consume poisonous so-called food or not. And there will be a lot of panic in the Nordic countries, Sweden, Denmark, Norway, and Finland, regarding a threat from the country R. And this threat is a make-up threat. It's not for real, but they really want to control their populations and make the populations contribute even more with money to finance a war that is not theirs, and it certainly will not come if they don't continue to provoke. And a lot of strange things will occur in those four countries. Sweden, Denmark, Norway, Finland. Yeah. Strange things will occur, and they will blame it all the time on the country R, even if the country R is not involved. It's like something they come up with between themselves, just to scare the populations and prove that the governments are right, whatever they spew out. Yeah. But that will only lead to more and more people. That will only lead that more and more people will wake up. I don't know which period of October, of the beginning, this middle, of at the end, but I see a lot of stars falling from the sky. It will be like almost like fireworks. So something will pass by our planet and will make some spectacular firework in the skies. And those fireworks are not accidental. They are not some best passing debris from outer space. No, they are there by design to change the frequency of our planet, or whatever is surrounding our planet, to change that frequency, because there are some very big things coming in for our planet, positive things in the future. It's a way to clean up things. Or a preparation for another big arrival. Yeah. See a problem with a Chinese tank ship. Those ships that carries oil or gas. It will be hit by a missile, and this missile comes from not friendly country. It could be one of those countries that really likes war, a country that starts with an I and S, or a collaboration with I and S and the country U. Something strange there, and they will blame it on supplements. Okay. Well, that was what I could see in this crystal ball. Let's continue to take some cards. I'm gonna see if the cards have something more to say about the month of October, if there are any more information. For the month of October 2020. And some oracle cards. Let's take this one. and some dice. This was black, I need another one. Okay, and the cards and dice, they look like this. Well, let's see what we got here. In the tarot cards we have the Judgment, the Emperor, Knight of Wands, Three of Wands, and the Hangman. On the Oracle cards we have Tent, Temporary Situation, Grateful, Mature Woman, Self-Healing, Stork, News of a birth or a new business opportunity. Then on the dice we have a drill, a bee, a plate with knife and fork, pluck and a horse, and Kirby. Well, according to the cards, there will be a lot of action, a lot of things will happen in the month of October. And in the center we have a meal, like preparation for a meal, a plate, fork and knife. And as I saw in the crystal ball, there will be a lot of talk about food and food additives, and how food has been used to make us sick, curvy, overweight, and the additives in food, and a lot of exposure regarding food and additives in food. And also how the food industry has been used to make elderly people ill, especially in nursing homes and things like that. The meals they serve have not been always so healthy. There will be a lot of talk in the month of October of self-healing, meaning we have to take control of what we consume and demand clean food products. And everything starts from us. If we don't buy trash, they will not be able to sell us trash. They will be forced to change the recipes or change the ingredients. It will be a lot of talk about bees and the importance of bees, and how grateful we should be to have the bees working for us. And without the bees, there will be no food for us to eat. And also in October, there will be a lot of tribunals, a lot of important arrests, even situations where airports, or it could be a city, or a bigger place will be shut down to make arrests or to make some time of cleaning action, to take out certain criminal elements. And those closing down of places will only be temporary. It's not like a total military takeover, but it will be seen frequently in many places. Well, now I'm gonna take some less cards for the month of October, to see if there are any last words to be said. Is there any last words to be said? Yeah. Which one should we take? We can take this one. And some dice. Okay, the last cards, they look like this. In the last cards, we have 3 of coins, 10 of wands, page of cups, then we have a birdhouse with many birds. I can never learn to pronounce this word, shite. Yeah, you know, the knife that cuts wheat. Shit, yeah. Departure, and on the dice we have a cactus, balloons, and fire. In the month of October, we will be able to see some very big and important arrests on people that are on high position and that have committed horrible crimes against the little ones. There have been a lot of work to find those people, a lot of sacrifice. So it seems like for those who want to see justice, especially for those who have done horrible things against the little ones, they will begin to see that justice in the month of October. And truth about what little ones have been used for. And yeah, especially in the rich and famous, around the rich and famous people. The substance that is taken from the little ones under torture and unspeakable pain. Substance that begins with An, Andre, and O, Crow, will literally start a fire in people's heart. How is it possible that this has been going on for so long? It will begin to come out, the truth, and when that fire is lit, there is no way to stop it. People will unite for the sake of the children. Mm. Some revelations regarding official revelations, not just some little notice in the end of a newspaper. You can hardly see it. No, big front lines. Mm. Yeah, and that will be, even if it's good to hear that finally justice is happening, it still will be very difficult to bear all that horrible things that has been going on behind the scenes, the crimes against the little ones. Well, those were my last words for this reading. And to all of you wonderful, beautiful viewers out there, I want to thank you so much for watching. And hopefully we're gonna see each other soon again. Bye bye.